Hi, welcome to Spotcast, Smart Property Opportunity Talk.
I'm Audrie.
I'm David here. Right, hey Audrey, let me ask you, I think recently we have heard news on household income increasing.
Yes.
And specifically, I think the average income or the median income is now 12,444.
Yeah, it rose by 7.7%.
Yes, but it encompasses of two extra factors when they are doing the tabulation.
Correct.
And number one is really the rental income.
Yes.
And number two is
And the investment income. Yeah.
Alright, so when I'm speaking to some of my friends, right, we will start to worry.
Yeah.
Because what is these two components?
Added in.
And I'm not included.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so I think this will happen to a lot of people out there, especially if you are listening to us right now. I think this is really something that is really shocking us.
Yes, because for those people who are very savvy in doing investments, they will have this investment component that was added into this household income thing.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then of course, as real estate people, we will be more prone to go towards the real estate side.
Yes. So this one are the investment in assets.
Yeah.
Okay. So investment asset there is actually split into two components. The first one, like just now what you mentioned, is really the investment side. Yeah. That means the amount you get back from investment. The other one, which I think a lot of us don't have, is really the rental income.
Yes, correct.
Okay, especially to HDB owners out there. Okay, today what happened is a lot of HDB owners who are savvy with a substantial income, they know that they will have to move up.
Correct, especially
to a private property if possible.
Yeah,
because that's when you are allowed to split NIM.
Yes.
Okay, to buy one more. Okay, but nowadays, of course, property is really on the expensive side. So if you ask me to do that, right, you will need very careful planning.
Even a lot of people will think that, the PSF is going higher, then it's getting expensive. Will there be a bubble? Will it drop or not? That kind of thing. How am I going to appreciate? How is it going to appreciate in future?
Yes, exactly. So what happened is, if you look at our previous video, right, we actually talked about the property prices increment over all the way to 2040.
Yeah.
By DBS Asian Insights, it's a forecast report done by them.
Correct.
And by 2040, right, we're expecting property price on average to be about $3,600 to $4,000.
Yes, it was in the news, and previously before that, they actually predicted, it
to 3,000.
Yes, to 3,000 in 2030, and we are actually well on the way there.
Yes, then on the other hand, right, a lot of people are saying, the property price is bubbling. It goes up so fast and so high. But then a lot of us didn't actually realize that, a lot of the properties are actually bought by people who needs the property.
Correct.
And it's really a house to stay.
Yes. Like in our previous videos, we've been talking about the population increase, and and we also have charts that states how many was new citizens and PRs in year 2024 itself.
Yeah, so what happened is we have a substantial increase every year, about 50,000 on average of Singaporean PR coming in, and this adds on to the purchase of properties. That's why you see properties is price pick up because of supply and demand.
Yes.
Lesser supply, high demand means the price will keep going up steadily.
Yeah, we always talk about this simple economics.
And so what happened is, with the number of buyers coming into the market, people are all buying based on need. So speculation is really low. Okay, but of course there will be savvy buyers who start to buy properties under their own name.
Yes.
So I had to say they will start to own two properties, one for own stay, one for investment.
Correct.
Okay, over the next video, we'll be discussing that, and probably you have to be very careful if you are looking to buy a property for investment.
Yes, precisely.
Over the next few years. Okay, so today what we want to focus is HDB dwellers. Okay, are we really missing out something?
Yes, this is something that I think because we have a large percentage of HDB dwellers in Singapore itself, so I think this will interest a lot of people.
Yes. Okay, so the question is always this: my HDB MOP, do I even want to consider upgrading? Yeah, I'm saying that upgrading because of this simple reason. Is because of our water concept, wealth accumulation towards early retirement. It actually states that by owning higher and higher property value, it allows you to retire easier.
Yes, and higher doesn't mean that that must after a HDB go into a private property.
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
It's really based on your income. Okay, so that's why our clear framework will also come in. Okay, it's based on your income and your goals. Okay, for example, today, I'm sure there's a lot of savvy buyers like you all out there, or savvy investors like you all out there, who know that, okay, after MOP, right, if your income is substantial, you want to go and buy a new launch or a private condo, because that will actually accelerate your wealth.
I think this is also a very dilemma for people who just maybe reach MOP itself,
Yes.
to sell, not to sell, but I'm comfortable with this place. After 5 years, right, it becomes a habit, it becomes comfort.
Correct. So what happened is a lot of, in fact, majority of the homeowners are not selling. Okay, the reason why they are not selling is, of course, like what you say,
Correct.
comfort. I don't want to go into another bigger loan, and things like that. But of course, if you have your own way of doing investment, for example, when we talk about the household income increase, if you have your investment income coming in, I think you are doing fine. Right?
Yes.
But what if you don't have both?
Personally, for me, right, I like to take it very safe, and then I'm quite lazy also to be looking at if
The
I were
stock
to go
market
into
charts.
investment portfolio, right, to be looking at it, right, every day, right, so then it will become like a hassle for me, and then because I like to play very safe, so I can't see lah. I'm very scared to go into all these things.
So ultimately, I think very importantly, what we need to do is, you must have these two class of income.
Yeah.
Okay. And if you ask me, right, the reason why we are doing this podcast is definitely we are more skewed towards the real estate side. Because if you're talking about the financial investment, is a lot of risk involved. They're very volatile, but of course, it's very easy to cash out.
Correct.
Yeah. But then that will goes into your panic sales and things like that.
Yes.
Yeah, because you see the stock market go up, you want to sell, you come down, you also want to sell. Okay, unless you're going to those very safe investment portfolio where it gives you a certain yield over
a long period of time.
Yeah.
I would say.
And I think that's important also if you can have it. But then today what we are talking about is really on real estate and real estate rental income in particular if you can.
Yeah.
Alright, but if not, what you need to do is if you can actually increase your property value. For example, now you're staying in a HDB 3-room flat or 4-room flat, which comes up to be about 600,000 or 800,000.
Yeah, between 600,000 to 800,000.
Yeah. And if you can improve the value by reaching 800 to 1 mil.
Yeah.
I think this will give you additional 200k for your
retirement.
But then of course it will mean that you have to work harder for the next 25 years.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
So this
but it's always a 先苦后甜thing嘛.
Yes.
So you want to plan for your retirement earlier. Yeah, so that when you really retire, you don't have to worry about all these things.
So, but the important question is how should I do it?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people say, okay, I think my friends are shifting. I also want to shift. If my friend moves in a condo, I also want to go. If my friend go into an EA apartment or big 5-room flat, I also want to go. But how? Do you actually do your planning properly?
Correct. Because we will be somehow influenced by our circle of our friends and all this and relatives.
Yes.
And then we were like, okay, he has it. I think I also want to have it.
Yes. So importantly, what we are trying to drive across is today, if you have calculated your finances, if you have set a certain goals, I think it's very right to sell off your HDB upon MOP and start moving. Or I would say not even after MOP after less than 10 years.
Yeah. If by MOP you haven't decided, don't rush into selling it also at the same time. I think you need to have a very clear plan of what you want to do. That's where our clear framework actually comes into play. It gives you a very detailed plan on what you need to do actually.
So the clear framework actually consists of one, which is clarity. Clarity, what we work on is really your financial status. Okay, how comfortable are you to throw in funds to buy a property if you want to, and if not, based on your current property, if you throw the funds from the sales proceed without touching a saving at all, is it possible to move to another one?
And also, I think another important thing is also the income. Yeah, how are you now, and what's your plans? Your future what do you call that? Growth.
Future growth. Yeah, income growth.
Okay, then future income growth.
Yes, then of course the most important part in our clarity is really the goals. Okay, how much do you want to retire with, and is it a sustainable goal? Okay, so with that, right, we can actually move down to the list. Alright, and that's where we list out the properties that is suitable for you. It could be a HDB, it could be a private, it could be a resale, it could be a new launch, and even an EC.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay, so EC, if you are looking at it, right, today we are going to have a launch coming up very soon. Which is Resale. Alright, we are going to see the show flat is beautiful. Alright, but the price is not going to be as cheap as what you want it to be.
I think with the recent launch of Costa Cabana, we should be expecting
close to 2,000.
anything above that already. Yeah, because this is This is in Tampines and it's different.
So does it even make sense? Okay, so this is something which you have to ponder. Do not just blindly go into a new launch EC just because you think that, oh, sure, earn money.
Like we say, do not FOMO.
Do not FOMO. So a lot of people are buying based on FOMO. You know, wow, EC launch sure make money one. So I go and buy. It might not be the case now. Okay, you got to do the numbers properly because Parktown residence on average is only going at 2003 plus.
Yeah.
And of course the next one that is coming up, which is
Pinery.
Okay, the price should be about 2,324.
Very close to each other.
Yeah, so you have to weigh whether Resale is it really worth it to buy as compared to Pinery.
So this is where you got to really meet us and we sit down for a proper discussion.
Yes.
Not spire some videos and then you can make a decision, you know.
So whatever we are talking about just now, you know, whether it's worth it, whether it can exit and so on. So what it falls into our evaluation of the property.
Yes.
Okay, so that's why CLE, the E part. Okay, of course then you have to align it back to your goals.
Yes, because remember we did C, which is really talking about our goals, our finances and everything. And then we comes to E, we have to really evaluate this together with what we have actually listed out. Yeah.
And then of course we go into alignment to your goals. Okay, to see whether, you know, that is it a sound exit plan. If you are planning to hold for 8 years, how does it look in front of you?
Yeah.
Okay, numbers all matter out of. And lastly, of course, we reinforce with the walk away price, whether it is worth the buy, and if you want to walk away, how does it make sense or doesn't make sense at all?
Correct.
So importantly today, as a HDB owner, right, today if you are looking to sell a property, you need to seek clarity before you even do the next move.
Yes.
Okay.
Don't just sell, then after that, I don't know where to go.
Yeah. Of course, a lot of buyers, a lot of owners out there nowadays are very savvy. Okay, they know exactly what they want, but is it the right perception? Okay, which is very important because based on what we see, right, we met quite a number of owners. Right, some of them actually have this perception in mind, but then most of them comes from what? Hearsay, friends.
Yeah.
And then they start to plan it according to
hearsay, friends, maybe YouTube videos or something like that.
Yes. So remember, it's always good to speak to a professional. Okay, because why? Especially us, because you know we have been in this line for the longest time. We have seen how the market move. We have seen how you can actually retire comfortably with assets.
Correct.
Yes, and of course, last but not least is we have done a lot of plannings for our clients, and most of them, in fact all of them are in the positive cash flow, looking at the second and third property if they want to.
Correct.
Okay, so the important thing to note now, today, if you're a HDB owner, do consider selling after MOP or upgrading is really the right move. And if you ask me, it is the right move.
Yeah, if you're still not too sure, come talk to us for a non-obligatory discussion.
Okay, so that's all for today's podcast episode. We'll see you around.
Yes, if you like this video, do click on the subscribe button below.
Yes, bye.
Okay, see you, bye.